You might say that Hugh Freeze has the keys to the future.
Move this man!
We have a brand new Auburn football commit and transfer joining the 2023 class. Let's talk about who that is and what it means for him and Auburn football. But before we do that, I want to remind you to smash the like button if you enjoy this type of content, and be sure to drop a comment down below as you're watching or listening today. It'll help enter you into that ongoing subscriber giveaway for a signed Auburn football prize package. Details are listed in the description link. And lastly, I want to thank members of our booster club like Bill Petty, who will produce videos like this. What I'm trying to tell you is, folks, it seems like your weekends you should spend in front of your social media feeds, because it looks like all Hugh Freeze does with his weekends at this point is not only recruit, but bring in transfers. We have another one. Yes, another one. The 12th of this cycle that Hugh Freeze has plucked from the transfer portal. Again, from an SEC rival school in Ole Miss. So much for wanting Lane Kiffin after all.
It's hurtful.
Truthful.
This one is linebacker Austin Keys, obviously from the Ole Miss Rebels, will join the Auburn Tigers as part of their 2023 class. The rising redshirt junior decided to commit to the Tigers this Saturday, January 14th, during an official visit. Now let's look at the timeline of what it's been like for his time at the college level. He first signed with Ole Miss back on December 18th of 2019, enrolled at Ole Miss January 21st of 2020, and then entered the transfer portal after a few seasons with Ole Miss on January 6, 2023, and in no short time, obviously decided to commit to Auburn. Now let's talk about some of the things that you probably want to know about this prospect, Austin Keys. Back in his high school days, he played for Seminary High School in Collins, Mississippi. At that time, he was considered a 3 to a 4-star prospect. Since that time and his time with Ole Miss, he's only gotten bigger and stronger, and they haven't really rated him a lot in the transfer portal yet, so we'll just have to wait and see what they come out with on that. But right now, obviously a linebacker, but he projects and has played more of a middle linebacker position at Ole Miss, which is likely what he'll continue to do at Auburn. A couple storylines that I wanted to mention alongside this commitment. This one goes very nicely with a previous transfer commit from LSU, Demario Talon. Talon, projects at an outside linebacker position, and this one a middle linebacker position. So in no short order, Hugh Freeze has filled both positions of need at the linebacker spot for Auburn. And since we've mentioned it already, we are just killing it in terms of transfers, but stealing them from SEC rivals. This is the fourth one of this cycle. Lastly, in the About the Prospects section, let's talk about his stats from Ole Miss. He played in 23 total games, had 51 total tackles, 19 of those were solo, the other 32 were assisted tackles. He had 3.5 tackles for loss, which totaled to 15 yards, 2 sacks for 12 yards, and that includes 1 forced fumble and 1 fumble recovery. Now that you know a little bit about the player, let's talk about what it means, yes, for him, but also for Auburn football, and we'll start off by talking about what it means for the 2023 class. As it stands, as of his commitment, 33 people are a part of this class. He makes the 19th defensive commit to be part of the 2023 class. That breaks it down to 2 linebacker positions, which we've already mentioned, and he would be the first considered middle linebacker spot. We like to talk about their future. What does it look like in terms of playing time? How quickly would they play or even start? This position really looks wide open for me right now, because we've got a lot of names that we've gotten used to depth-wise here still. Wesley Steiner, Cam Riley, Robert Woodyard was a very highly touted prospect from the previous class that a lot of people are wanting to see have an opportunity this coming year. So you got to wonder, what does it mean with 2 transfers coming in? To me, when you bring in transfers with this experience level, you play them early and often, if not start them all together. Now they got to go out there and earn it, but it'll be fun to watch this linebacker room throughout the spring and summer. Very quickly, let's talk about where this prospect comes from, because it's an important part of the recruiting picture. He comes from the state of Mississippi, which would make him the second from this state as a part of this class. That first one being Isaiah Miller. It's traditionally not considered a pipeline state, but anytime you can go to a neighbor state over there and continue to build relationships relationship and continue to draw recruits out of there is a really good thing. And lastly, let's talk about what it means for the future of this class and specifically at the linebacker position. Coach Hugh Freeze came out during his early signing periods press conference and said the linebacker position was a big point of emphasis for him for the rest of the 2023 cycle. And he's already done that with 2 commits transfers down there, this one and the one previously from LSU. So you got to wonder, with everyone that's still here and these 2 now in the picture, could we be done? My guess is if Hugh Freeze finds someone else out there, he'll bring them into the mix, because why stop now? So there you have it, my thoughts on your brand new commitment and new transfer from Ole Miss, Austin Keys. Would love to know your thoughts down in the comments section below. Be sure to do that so you can be entered into that ongoing subscriber giveaway. And hey, you need to be subscribed to be a part of that, so make sure you take care of that part too. Lastly, check out those links in the description for ways you can help support our content here at E2C Network, where we share the whole Auburn experience. War Eagle.